Hello, I'm Ricky Gervais. I'm here in London, in my office, but I'm not writing another award-winning series. No, I'm chilling out with my friend. Look who he is. It's only Elmo.
Hi, everybody.
Hey!
Thank you. Thank you. Throw money. That's a little joke.
Well, Elmo, I've invited you...
I'm a little low. Can you put him up on the couch?
Do you want that? Like that? There you go.
Okay, thank you.
You all right?
Yeah, Elmo's good. Elmo's so happy to see you here. And Elmo's so happy to be in London, too.
Well, last time we met, we were in New York, weren't we? On Sesame Street.
Where Elmo lives, yeah.
Where you live, and it was a great pleasure. I actually cited meeting you as the highlight of my career.
Really? Elmo feels sorry for you, Mr. Gervais.
I don't get out enough, do I?
No.
Now, Elmo, it was...
Something there.
You know they're my pyjamas.
Really? You work in your pajamas?
Well, you were in your pyjamas
Boy, he
last time.
must be really important.
Exactly.
You can wear whatever you want to wear.
I know. I can do what I want here. It's my office. This is my town. And when I was there, I noticed that you were surrounding yourself with, like, weird things. Little monsters and strange...
Oh, Mr. Gervais, we don't call them weird.
No, but...
They're family.
But they're not sort of normal, are they, really?
Well, no.
They're all different shapes and sizes,
and colours,
funny voices, and that. But I've got a little surprise for you, because I've got my own little weird friend that I think you should meet, that I think you'll get on with.
Really?
It's only Warwick Davis.
Mr. Warwick Davis? Hello.
Come on. Oh, there you go. Look.
Oh, you get that done to you too, huh?
Fine, there we are.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Oh, this is great.
There we are.
Should we
It's
sing
so
this?
good to see you.
It's good to meet you as well, hiya.
Wow.
Fantastic. This is good to be here.
Yeah.
Right, Ricky, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a little suit on.
Yeah.
We could get you something like this, couldn't we? A little furry outfit or something.
I've done the furry outfit.
Oh, Elmo, what do you think of him?
Well, Elmo thinks you're wonderful. I'm going to see you in a bunch of movies.
I knew he'd like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew they'd get along.
It's so good to meet you.
Look at this.
we
I
are.
can't believe like that.
Together, all
Oh,
together.
God.
Good.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Ward, will you come to Sesame Street?
Oh, I'd love to see
No,
that.
very much
You
like
put him in a
to.
little
Yeah,
dustbin or something.
No,
and
I'd have to be in a little...
a little pop-up, a little dustbin.
Oscar?
And you'd get to meet, like, interesting people, because I have big guests on there. And they go, look, do you want to meet Elmo? Yeah, hello, Elmo. And they go, do you want to meet Grover? Yeah, hello, Grover. Look who's in the bucket. It's Warwick Davis. Oh, yeah. It's Warwick Davis in the bucket. We love Warwick Davis in the bucket. Oh, God. Oh.
Boy, this is such a wonderful surprise, Mr. Gervais.
I know. See?
Thanks for bringing Mr. Warwick.
You can't keep him, though, because he's got to go back to... where do you live?
I live in a house.
Oh, I'd love to see that little house.
It's not little, you can imagine it.
Oh, God. Oh. Say goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye.
Oh, bye.
Say goodbye.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Mr.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. We'll
Mr.
chat
Warwick.
later.
Yeah, kiss him if you want.
Don't you?
Go on. Kiss him. But what have we got to be oppressed about?
Me and you?
What's our issue?
No.
I mean,
we're-
you've got
yeah.
Jewish. I haven't even got that.
Yeah, right. What's your thing?
Nothing. I'm a white, middle-class bloke from England. I get annoyed at people eating too loudly, or a waiter not looking at me immediately, or...
Asking somebody the time and they go, like they're doing you a big favor.
Really
Yeah.
annoys me.
Yeah.
And also, if there's two people and you bump into each other,
Yeah.
right, it's equal. We weren't looking either. I go sorry, they go,
Yeah.
well, hold on,
Yeah,
it's the same
exactly.
for
Yeah, you
both
hit
of
me
us.
too, I
What
know.
are you doing?
I know.
Yeah. And that makes my blood boil, which is
Right.
weird. That's
Right.
all I've got.
Yeah.
No one's dying, no one's starving, I haven't got any fatal diseases, but a waiter's got the television on too loud, and he's not even, well, it's not for you, and barman have the television on. I was just getting to the age where I could ask, right? When you hit sort of like 36, you can go into a pub and say, can we have that telly off, mate?
Yeah.
Right? Then I became famous. And now I can't again. So I have to sit there and see it, because I don't want anyone to go,
Right.
oh, look, oh, he's changed.
Yes, yeah, exactly. People really want to say that too.
Before it was, they're going to go, a bloke came into the room and he wasn't polite. Now they're going to say, Ricky Gervais came into the room, and they can pinpoint who that person is.
Oh, well, it affects your tipping, that's for sure. Yeah.
And what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you up the tip?
I got to double it,
But where does it stop with you? You give him $10, they could go, $10 is nothing to you.
Yes, I know. See, that's the thing.
Obviously, everyone knew who Larry David was from Seinfeld, but many people couldn't put a face to the name. after the first season of Curb, how did it change, you know, when your picture was suddenly appearing in the paper as well? How did that feel?
It actually was, it felt good. I'm just talking about just walking around and
Yeah.
going shopping, you know.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because people seem to be enthusiastic about the show, and they seem to like me. It's kind of fun. It's like the world seems to be a friendlier place for me. It gives me more freedom.
Right.
Once I know people know who I am, it gives me a lot of license and freedom to behave in ways I wouldn't behave.
So it was actually liberating for you?
Yeah.
I took the other route, and I was suddenly very self-conscious, much more than I'd ever been. I end up just not going out in public. I mean, I'm very nearly Howard Hughes. Don't you think it's weird for people to know, they think they know everything about you? I don't think we're meant to be recognised, are we, really?
But people really love and respect you, so when they come up to you and they say something to you...
It's always nice. It's
nice,
as good as it
yeah,
gets. Imagine
right.
if they hated you when you were famous.
Right,
you know?
exactly. That's
But
what I'm saying. You know, I was on a show in the early 80s, first show, and I just bought this convertible, and I took it out of the showroom. It was a Fiat convertible, and I put the top down, and I'm starting to make a little money, and I'm on this TV show, and I'm driving down Santa Monica Boulevard. I pull up at a light, and some guy yells out from the bus stop, "Your show stinks!"
Oh.
Put the top up.
Yeah.
And never put the top down again. That was it. Got rid of the convertible. Contrasted with that, this is a hoot for me. I was in Florida last week, and I was standing outside of a restaurant waiting for somebody, and the guy came up to me and said, "Are you alone? Do you want to come join me for dinner? I'm with my wife." I said, "No, that's okay, thank you."
Yeah.
But it's sweet, you know.
Yeah, well, it is very sweet. It's just that, what do you say? You have to say, I can't.
I want to say, you've watched the show. Do you? If
you
you came up to that guy on the show, do you think he would want to go sit and have dinner with a stranger? Think about it.
When do I start? Oh, he said it'll just be a couple minutes.
So you don't want me to start, is that it?
It's a couple minutes. You don't mind, do you?
I just think it's kind of weird. I mean, if you got your food come first, I would say go ahead and start. What do I care?
Well, I would wait for you to get yours.
I really wouldn't want you to wait. I'd be uncomfortable if you waited.
Well, I'd feel it would be polite to wait for your food to arrive.
I think it's kind of impolite to prevent a person who's hungry from eating.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be having lunch together. I mean,
Well, we
that's
are
what I
having
bought.
lunch. What's the difference? Do we have to start at the exact same time? I don't get that.
Well, I don't see why you can't wait 2 seconds for your cold sandwich. It's not like it's even hot.
Well, I don't see why you care if I take a bite of my food. How does that bother you?
Because we're having lunch together.
So what?
The two of us.
I came from sort of nowhere, so there was like a mad sort of interest, a mad frenzy,
Right,
and that gave me
right.
the creeps. The interviews, just, you know, you get bored with talking about yourself. Some of them are banal.
I cringe every time I read anything, any interview. I cringe from it. Cringe. Because there's rarely a rapport with anybody who's talking to me. They don't listen even to what you're saying. They'll ask their question, and then they're waiting for you to give your answer, and then they ask their next question. It's never a conversation. It's always, you know what I mean? It's always
It's
just...
this. They do this. They
Yeah.
go, are there ever times when you just, you know, don't like what you've done? They're going,
Right, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. You obviously...
That's exactly it. That's what I'm
from the
talking about. Yeah. Go right to the next one.
And the other one is,
Yeah.
they go to that, I go,
Yeah.
okay. I want to go, you're not giving me anything.
I know. I say to him sometimes,
Yeah.
put that away. Talk to me.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
hear. That's an
Yeah.
amazing answer.
Yeah. Right.
So, where did you meet Jerry?
Yeah. Now the other thing I have a hard time with is going on shows, talk shows and stuff like that. I only see a downside to it. I see me blurting something out, some faux pas that'll destroy me, you know. Like if I had something booked like a month from now, the whole month would be ruined for me. I tried to get out of something today.
Not this.
No, not this. No, not this. I'm supposed to do this thing in New York. They called me a year ago, and I said no. And then I said, call me next year, just to get out, get out of it. Call me next year, never thinking next year's going to come and there'll be a call. So of course they called me, and I said, oh, okay. And now it's coming up, and it's on my mind. So I called up to, I said, I put on my funereal voice. I am so sorry. I cannot. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. I've got a lot of problems right now. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And for 15 minutes, I told her how sorry I was. Okay. Okay. Made me feel so guilty. Then called me back. I just spoke to my boss. You have to do this. You know. I said, all right. Okay. You know, so now I'm doing it. And now the next 2 months are ruined for me. Yeah, it's true, because I will never have a day now where I don't think about having to go and do that now. Not one day. I won't have one day for the next 2 months. I'm serious. That's all I'm going to think about.
Everything's ruined.
Yeah.
You just forget about it for a while, and you have a lovely meal, then a little adrenaline rush, and you go, oh.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, now it's only a month away. Yeah. Am I all profile in this interview? I feel like I'm all profile. You seeing the whole big nose, the whole thing, huh?
Now, are you being funny there?
No.
Do you know you're being funny all the time? Were you funny as a kid?
No, not especially.
No?
I don't think I was. No. I would do stuff for the family, little, you know, performance kind of stuff, Elvis and stuff like that. You know, I'd come in and do Elvis. But I wasn't witty, I don't think.
I think you have to be a certain age to be funny.
Yeah.
So few people under 30 are funny.
You have to discover when you're inadequate in order to be funny. And
Absolutely.
you don't know you're inadequate
Who
when
wants
you're
to
a
see
kid.
feasibly good-looking, clever, popular people doing things brilliantly?
Absolutely.
Who cares?
Yeah. I started to become funny when I realized I was inferior and inadequate.
Mine was when I got fat.
Well,
Really,
same deal. Yeah, who's an audience going to laugh at? The guy who gets up on stage and talks about how he got the girl, or the guy who's telling the funny story about how he didn't get the girl? Come on.
You can't give yourself a cool role. We've got to be the putts. Who are your comedy heroes and influences?
When I was growing up, I loved the Bilko Show.
Every week, he's trapped, he's in this, you know, it could be prison or whatever, it just happens to be the army. It laid out the blueprint for sitcom, I think. I love Bilko.
And I loved Abbott and Costello.
Chuck, what? Do we have to sleep in this room? Why, you're not afraid, are you? No. But if you see a pair of pants flying through the air, don't grab them. Why? I'll be in them!
I loved Abbott and Costello, I did, but I always felt that I had Laurel and Hardy.
Well, here's another nice kettle of fish you pickled me in.
I think they were too sophisticated for me when I was a kid. There was something I didn't quite latch onto about them. I don't know why.
It's the relationship that I love. You know, I'm with this idiot. It's almost like I'd be okay if it wasn't for this fool. And it's the way they share that screen time that Stan's the idiot and he says stupid things. And Ollie can't believe he says those things.
Well, what's the matter?
Where's that clock?
What clock?
That clock you paid $290 for.
Why, that's ridiculous. Where would I get $290?
Where's that clock?
I don't know. He said he was going to keep it in the dark. And if I didn't keep my mouth shut, then nobody'd be any the wiser.
Oh!
Now, why didn't you keep your trap shut?
And I think there's a certain amount of that with you and Jeff. You take turns. Sometimes you're the Stan, where you say the wrong thing and it's out there. And sometimes you're the, why do you say that? What, you're an idiot.
Oh, my God! What are you... Here.
Oh, needed this.
Susie's here.
What? What is going on here? What are you doing here?
The amount of sleep that I've lost...
What
thinking
are
about
you
this...
doing here?
Listen, and I'll tell you. Sammy's shelf has been on my mind. I've always thought the shelf was loose.
And you brought Larry to help you with the shelves?
I know a lot about shelving. I put up all the shelves in my house. And
You put the shelves up in your... I find that hard
He knows
to believe,
a lot
Larry.
about shelving.
No, I put them all up. And I
Mr.
was
California
gonna,
Closets over
check
here
out
all of a sudden?
the shelves here.
Look, get the hell... Leave!
Jeff, in a way, has a tough role on my show because he's a confidant. Sometimes he's just there to be helpful to the story. You know?
It's such a useful character, though, isn't it? Because he knows everything. And,
I couldn't do the show without that character.
It's almost like setting you up. You know, it's sending you on your way. And yeah.
Now, Cheryl is so adept at doing that kind of thing.
Oh, by the way, did you tell Wanda she has a big ass?
I didn't tell Wanda she had a big ass.
She'll always know exactly how to make a scene funnier.
Why? What's the big deal? What if I did say she has a big ass? So what? That's not so terrible. What's the matter with a big ass? I like big asses. There's no problem.
You like big asses?
I don't mind a big ass. I mean, no, that's not necessarily
no,
big.
This is interesting.
No, what?
You love big asses?
No, I don't love big asses.
How big do you like them?
I like them just the regular. I like them just like yours, okay?
Oh.
That's how I
Because
like
mine is really big.
No,
and I
it's
like
not
them
really
big.
big. It's not. It's good size.
You just said I love big asses and I like yours.
And completely gives herself over to it. No ego at all. Always knows where to take a scene to get it funnier.
All this stuff is unfolding now.
Nothing's
unfolding.
unfolding.
Which is interesting. After years together, I'm just finding out.
What are you crazy?
All
No,
these sexual
that's
things
so
about you that I
untrue.
have no idea.
No, I'm not the deviant.
I didn't say deviant.
Presumably, you get the ideas from real life. Their observations or things that you think may happen. And is it all for the comedy, or is there any part of it that's you getting something off your chest?
I'm not consciously trying to get things off my chest, I don't think. But things do occur where I go, this will be a good thing to do on my show, that had I said it at the time, I would have gotten something off my chest.
Right.
Like this one scene that we did, the check came and Cheryl and I were out to dinner with another couple.
Come on, Larry. No, Larry.
No splitting.
Please.
No splitting.
You picked up the last one. Thank you, Stu.
Anyway, thanks, Stu. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about me? And thank me too?
And thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
Why do I have to thank you?
For dinner that my husband and I treated you to?
Oh, I thought he treated me to it.
Stu pulled out the credit card and put it down, yes.
Yeah. So I thanked him.
And he's using our money to pay for it. So you could thank us. We're taking you out to dinner.
Well, you can call it our money, but just for the sake of discussion, he's the one who goes to work and earns the money. You don't work.
So something like that came up in my life. You know, I thank the wife. I'm not a sociopath. I can't say that, you know. But I knew immediately that this is something I want to do on the show. So in that sense, yeah, it is a way to get things off my chest.
The trouble is that I have with watching Curb Your Enthusiasm is that I agree with everything Larry says. Outside that sort of mild male autism, where it's probably better that he doesn't always say what he's thinking, I think he's right.
Well, that's why I like that Larry so much better than this Larry.
It'd be great to be like him, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it
freedom.
be great? Yeah.
The freedom, not burdened by conscience.
Absolutely.
Not ringing people up and going, I'm so sorry. Just going, nah.
Yeah, he's happy, that guy.
Look what's going on with this kid.
Wow.
Honestly, it's huge.
It's a bigger penis than mine. He's got a bigger penis than me.
We all have the good thoughts and the bad thoughts. But, you know, nobody ever expresses the bad thoughts. We just think them and we don't say them.
Yeah.
But the bad thoughts are funny.
I saw your son at the pool.
Yeah.
Kid's got some penis on him. It's pretty good.
What are you saying?
Your son. His penis.
Wait, what are you saying that for?
Hey, it's a compliment. What's the big deal?
What's the compliment?
Well, how's it bad? How's it bad? He's got a nice big penis. So what?
Well, I'm not talking about your wife's tits. I mean, this is rude.
You can say my wife has nice tits as long as it's complimentary.
And when you come back and you say that, you know, I mentioned his kid's penis, she says...
Why would you do that, Larry?
And you say, and this sums up what I think a comedian's mind, you say...
I took a risk.
And that's what comedians do. Sometimes you think, well, mate, you know, it might go down well. It might not. But I just say it.
I mean, that's how we're all going through life, isn't it? Just not saying what we really want to say.
We're going through life compromising.
Exactly.
For the good of everyone.
Right.
Yeah. I suppose that's why people like yourself don't compromise in your art. That's where no one can get hurt. It's up to you. Art, you're allowed to be a complete fascist. There's no, what about me? It doesn't matter. I don't care about you. This is you do your own program. I'm in charge of this. There should be no compromise in art.
I think it's because there's a, I don't know about your case, but in my case, I'm such a liar in my life. Not
really?
Well, lying about or keeping things to myself.
I
Or,
see
you know
what
what
you
I
mean.
mean? Yeah, not really telling my true feelings. That I feel like I want to go completely the other way when I have the opportunity.
And that's why you create superheroes like Larry.
Well, I think if you're any good, you kind of have to have a compulsion to tell the truth.
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. And without guilt.
Yeah.
That's this is guilt-free truth. Comedy.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, is there? And it can't not be funny. It's oh God! Oh God! Safe place.
As far as I'm...
I'm sorry.
Out there, well done, Winslet. I told you, do a Holocaust movie. The awards come, didn't I? See? Trouble is with Holocaust films, there's never any gag reel on the DVDs. I don't know, there isn't. It's now. Don't do it. It'll be fine. Don't.
How
are you? Nice to have you here.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Yeah.
Nice new studio.
This is new. This is a new experience, yes.
Yeah, it's great to...
Giant moon, big fake moon behind you?
Actually, the studio was easier to find than the channel on the TV.
But are you into Harry? I think because he's British, like the superstar, you'd be into him. But are you into Harry?
Well, yeah, he's fine. But why do you think? Because he's British, I'm into him.
Kind of.
We've got as many idiots as you. I don't have to be into everyone British, do I? You're so macho, aren't you?
I know. It's a
You're so tough. I'm glad you got your shirt on. You always have to show a bit of that, don't you?
No.
It's for the menopausal women. They go, oh, look, he's taking his shirt. He walked to the restaurant the other week carrying a stag. Who do you think you are? Thor.
Hold on.
And I was going to come out dressed as Adolf Hitler, right? No, wait, right? And I was going to come out, I was just doing that, waving to them, right? And then get to the podium and let it die down and go, too much? Right? And then I wanted to look in the crowd and go, it's the wrong crowd, it's just the wrong crowd. And then I was going to say, that's the last time I borrow a suit from Mel Gibson. And I went out and said, I've got no Will Smith material, and they got a big laugh just because they were thinking it. Right? Oh, yeah, that's my show, I wasn't there, right? And I said, people on Twitter, it was trending, people saying, oh, what would have happened if Ricky had been hosting it? And I said, nothing, because I wouldn't have made a joke about his wife's hair. I'd have made a joke about her boyfriend. Yes. I haven't offended anyone. I didn't mean, it's not my fault. There's a lot of powerful people here, so if I said, it's... Honestly, I like a drink as much as the next man. Unless the next man is Mel Gibson.
This new thing in England is celebrities having depression. Oh, I feel all depressed. It's always overprivileged performers that have these bouts of depression. You don't have blue-collar workers, you know, working-class mums with 6 children having, I feel a bit depressed. Do you? Get the kids to school. Oh, yeah. You know, I just think of these guys on minimum wage reading articles about going, oh, look at this poor millionaire comedian. He feels all alienated. I wish there's something I could do, but I lost my fingers.
Now, it strikes me that in the beginning of your career, you must have had so much pressure to go down the kind of handsome leading man route. And was it hard to kind of resist that?
You answer. Mel Gibson, come on. No, come on. I'm not going to have a go at him. He's been through a lot. Not as much as the Jews, to be fair.
You should do one with talk show hosts.
Yeah, I was thinking that just the crew. Me, Leno, obviously, brilliant. David Letterman and Jon Stewart. It was just...
And then what if you expanded it and got even more people in there? You could probably...
Larry Sanders.
Okay, Larry Sanders is fictional.
So, I'm running...
Come on!
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right... Come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and... So... The next presenter is an award-winning actress with special powers. In Die Another Day, she used her powers of seduction to win over James Bond. In X-Men, she used her powers to control the elements. In Catwoman, she used the power of being able to wash herself all over and... She's the paw for behind the ear. It's brilliant. Please welcome the very clean Halle Berry. All-female remakes are the big thing. There's a female remake of Ghostbusters. There's going to be a female remake of Ocean's 11. And this is brilliant for the studios because they get guaranteed box office results and they don't have to spend too much money on the cast. So... Shut up, I don't care. The first... is an actor, producer, writer and director whose movies have grossed over $3.5 billion at the box office. He's won 2 Academy Awards and 3 Golden Globes for his powerful and varied performances, starring in such films as Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Castaway, Apollo 13 and Saving Private Ryan. The other is Tim Allen.
But you're right, then took my hand and all is fine. I was here so bad for love, but you gave me smiles. And you didn't walk away, you stayed for life, for life. Oh baby, you're for life. Oh baby, you're for life.
Ricky Gervais couldn't be here tonight, so instead we're going to give this to our friend Steve Carell.
Look at his stupid face. Couldn't actually win one of his own, so he stole someone else's. A few years ago, on this show, I made a joke about Mel Gibson getting a bit drunk and saying a few unsavoury things. We've all done it. I wasn't judging him, but now I find myself in the awkward position of having to introduce him again. Listen, I'm sure it's embarrassing for both of us, okay? And I blame NBC for this terrible situation. Mel blames... We know who Mel blames. Listen, I still feel a bit bad for it, right? Mel's forgotten all about it, apparently. That's what drinking does. No. I want to say something nice about Mel before he comes out. Oh yeah, okay, here you go. I'd rather have a drink with him in his hotel room tonight than with Bill Cosby. Please, Malcolm. Mel Gibson.
Yeah. I love seeing Ricky once every 3 years because it reminds me to get a colonoscopy.
Where is he? Oh, there in the front row. Just in case you have to make a dash for it. Have you got it on you? I've heard you carry it around with you to get in restaurants and stuff. I made you what? Don't look at... I'm gone off road. Everyone's getting nervous now. There's nothing on the auto cue. I could do anything. This is live. I made you what you are and I get nothing back. Have you even been to see Ghost Town yet? No. I sat through Heaven Almighty. Give me my Emmy. Give me my Emmy. I'll come down there. Give me it. I'll tickle you. I don't care. I've got nothing to lose here. I'm a nobody here. Where is it? Yes, you have. Stop. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Give me it. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me it. Give me the... Thank you. Right. Good. That's settled. I played arenas around the world. Netflix bought it for a record amount. It was the most watched special of the year. I thought, everyone loves me now. Everyone loves me now. Then I got this tweet. Real tweet. Call yourself a comedian? He knows I do. Literally says the word in my Twitter bio. Call yourself a comedian? You're about as funny as... Now, I thought he was going to go for the jugular and say Miranda or... Come on. Come on, guys. Don't... I'm joking. Right. Call yourself a comedian? You're about as funny as a fart at a baby's funeral. He was trying to hurt my feelings. But his big mistake was choosing something that would be fucking hilarious. As if that would... A fart at a baby's funeral. Big echoey church. Everyone just silently sobbing like that. Tiny little coffin. Tiny little coffin. And someone farts, you'd laugh. Even if it was your baby. You know, no. If you're at the funeral, it's been dead a week, do you know what I mean? You're probably up for a giggle. Particularly if you're the father. If you're the mother, you probably still find it hard seeing the funny side of things. But I'm a considered comedian. I like my jokes to be accurate and my targets to be fair. So I was engaging these people. I was saying, why is it transphobic? And they were saying, it's about a trans person. I said, well, that's ridiculous. That's like saying a joke about Bill Cosby is automatically racist. It depends on the joke. But I was talking to them, I'm willing to learn, and I found out my crime was that I dead-named her. Now, I'd never heard that term, you know, before a day after the Golden Globes, and that was saying her old name, and even acknowledging that she used to be a man. But she did. I saw him on the Olympic Games. It was decathlon. It was in everything. He was all over the place. Shot put and pole vault. He won a medal. He was famous. He was on telly all the time. But, you know, a big, famous man with a huge... I don't know, but I mean, I'm guessing he probably... He's a big... But I've learnt my lesson. Now, I'd never dead name her now. Now I know it's wrong. I'd never dead name her now. But, like, years ago... when, you know, she was a man. That was years ago, I'm saying, right? And she went to the doctor, right? And knocked on the door, and the doctor went, come in. This is years ago. I'm saying, I'd never dead name her now, but this is like a flashback before anyone... Do you know what So, come in. And he went, hello, Bruce Jenner, because that was his name then. The doctor, you know, this was years ago, and the doctor went... Oh, Bruce Jenner, you big old... How you doing, boy, you fucker? How you doing? You big old lunt. Oh, how you doing, boy? Come here, you fucker. How you doing, Brucey boy? You all right? Right? And Bruce Jenner, because that was his name, this is years ago, right? So, Bruce Jenner went, yeah, not too bad, doctor, yeah. Not too bad, right? And I thought, what can I do for you, Bruce? You fucker. How you doing, boy? And Bruce Jenner went, because that was his name, Bruce Jenner went, look at that. And they went, oh, come on, Bruce Jenner, you know the rules. He used his whole name every time for some reason, I don't know why. Come on, Bruce Jenner, you fucker, you know the rules. You can't bring your big old pole vaulting pole in here, mate, you know. And Bruce Jenner went, no, that's not my pole vaulting pole, that's my enormous penis. And I thought, oh, right, yeah, seeing as it is your penis, you can bring it in here. But you should have left your shot puts outside. And Bruce Jenner went, that was his name, for 58 years, I think. He went, no, they're not my shot puts, they're my enormous testicles. That's where I keep my testosterone and my spunk and shit, right? And the doctor went, oh, yeah, that makes perfect... I am a medical man, and that you're a big bloke... Oh, you fucker. How you doing, boy? You're a big... You're big... And you would have a big old cock and balls. They're beautiful. They're a bit familiar, isn't it? And I go, no, but you must be very proud of them, Bruce. Bruce should have went, oh, this is going to surprise you, doctor. I want to get rid of them. And the doctor went, what? Why? Ah, they get in the way. Get in the way of what? Fucking driving, for one thing. There's no reincarnation, no ghost, no heaven, I believe. People can't get over that. People quiz me on Twitter when they find out I'm an atheist. They go, what, you don't believe in God at all? I go, no. Do you pray? I go, no. They go, why don't you pray just in case there's a God? And I say, why do you put garlic over your door just in case there's a Dracula? Right? And I've got no problem with praying, you know. I know loads of nice Christians and Muslims and Jews, and if one of my family is very ill, they always say, oh, I'll pray for them. And I always say, oh, thanks very much, because it's a nice gesture. If they said, oh, we also cancelled the chemotherapy, I go, don't do that, don't do that. Pray, fill your boots, son, but let's do the praying and the chemotherapy, shall we? Because that's the same result as just the chemotherapy. So let's definitely keep that one, shall we? I got in trouble talking about praying on Twitter once. Do you remember a few years ago that terrible disaster in Oklahoma, the hurricane? People lost their lives and their livelihood, and I donated to the Red Cross, and I tweeted about it with a link saying you can donate here too, trying to help them with their drive. And one of those sort of frivolous entertainment magazines from America, their account tweeted this thing. It really annoyed me. They tweeted, Beyonce and Rihanna send prayers to Oklahoma. And I tweeted back going, oh, I feel like a cunt, I only sent money. Someone tweeted me once, would you come to the bedside of a dying child and tell them there's no heaven? I tweeted back, is it a paid gig? I prefer dogs, obviously. Dogs are better people than people, aren't they? They're amazing dogs. They're our best friends, they guard us, they guide us. There's medical detection dogs that can smell if you've got, like, AIDS. I'm not a doctor, but their noses are like 1,000 times more sensitive than ours, so they sort of go, poor, you're well HIV, fuck, you know. And you go, you can smell AIDS on someone. Yeah, yeah. Then why didn't you smell it on the bloke I brought home last night then, you fucking idiot? They did the first 3 billion years by themselves, evolution and all that. And then we got involved and we did a bit of selective breeding, you know, getting them how we wanted them to do jobs for us, you know, a bit more of that, a bit stronger, faster, whatever. And they're great at the jobs they're bred to do, and they love the job they're bred to do because they're genetically hardwired to love that behaviour anyway. Although the Rhodesian Ridgeback was bred to hunt lions, and I can't help but think that was a little bit of a shock to it when it found out. So we did all the breeding, all the different pedigrees, all thousands, all the miles around, a big passing out parade. There's a bloke in a square with a white coat and a clipboard, and he goes, right, dogs. And they all go, what? Who wants to know what jobs they've got? We all do. Right. Okay, Labradors. Yeah? Do you like carefully bringing back dead ducks? Yeah. That's your job. Amazing. That is amazing. That is my favourite job. That is my favourite job. Jack Russells. Yeah. Do you like shooting down rabbit holes after... Yeah. That's your job. Fucking hell. Best day ever. Best day ever. Miniature poodles. Yeah. Do you like being carried around by elderly homosexuals? Yeah. That's your job. That's your job. Ridgebacks, yo. You're hunting lions. What? You're hunting lions. Fuck off. Yeah, you are. No, we're not. Lions? We get fucking mashed. Why can't the Rottweilers hunt lions? They're shaking babies. Good boy. Good boy, you shake that baby if you want. Good boy. When we're discussing things like, oh, what do the audience expect or what do they want, there's something in me that says I don't care. It's not up to them. It's not up to them. I'll do exactly what I want, and that, you know, then you come. And, if you didn't like it, I don't care. Yeah, don't come and see me again. Don't ever come and see me again.
I think as long as that's
I just don't want to be judged. I really don't want to be judged.
Well, every year I get rid of, I don't know, 10 or 20%, and I add, and so it's every 5 years or 4 years. I don't really keep track of it.
Right.
But I do feel like there are those core things. But you don't work like that. You like to create a show, and that's the show.
I like a whole.
But those 200 shows you do, what did you say, 200 or 600?
About 200.
Okay, so by the end of that, that's an act.
That's an act, and that's ready for HBO if they want it. And bye.
But you must be coming up with stuff all the time, and so you gradually evolve the act. You do new stuff.
So I like to keep evolving it. And like Jack Welch ran GE. Every year he fired the bottom 10%.
Right.
That's the way I do it.
What's your oldest stuff? How old is your oldest stuff? Like, is it like sourdough bread that there's always a piece from?
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah. I've been doing suction grade 10 years.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm like, I grew up Woody Allen, Prince. I like short geniuses. Every year Woody Allen has a new movie. Every year Prince has a new album.
Right.
There's
well, that's why I look at it like
you're
writing a book.
And that's the way I look at it. Like,
but Jerry's point is that
stuff.
when you go and see Prince, you want to see his greatest hits, not his new album you haven't heard.
No, not necessarily.
I want to see both.
Not necessarily.
I want to see both. But I think if you leave out...
Maybe today I want to see the hits, but there was a moment there there was a 20-year period in Prince's career where I just wanted the new shit. I couldn't wait for the new shit.
What I always think is that if people come and see you, because I have an ongoing relationship with my audience, I think, and a lot of people come back to see me. If somebody sees you on TV doing a special and they see the stuff they love, and then they come see you live and they see it live, they'll actually be happy.
Right.
But they won't come back again. They'll go, I know what that guy does. If they come and see you live after the special and it's completely different.
Yeah, I don't know whether
they're going to come
argument
again.
Chris and I have had. Are they coming to see you or are they coming to see the act?
They're coming to see you. They're
absolutely
coming to see you.
Of course, at this level, of course they are. They're not coming to discuss the evolution of the comedy. They're coming to see Jerry Seinfeld, aren't they? It's an event.
Yeah, but I think Louis' right. If they see the exact same thing, then they won't come back again.
Those people will not come again.
Yeah.
But
also the challenge of that, of like, there's a huge amount of pressure. People are coming, they paid a lot of money, they had to park, and they got in a fight with their date or whatever it is. So there is a lot of, there's a huge challenge in not having your old act. But I think you rise to the occasion. You don't rise to the occasion if you don't put the void there.
Right.
If you take away your old material from yourself, like one thing I started doing when I was developing Hours is I'd take my closing bit and I'd open with it.
Right.
Just to fuck myself. Just
Right,
because then I have to follow my strongest bit.
That's how he got good. You see this attitude?
And then my closing bit
with
with...
guy.
I've been watching them.
Yeah.
Well, because then the end of your act cauterizes it. It gets stronger just because because you don't have a choice. You know what I mean?
Cauterizes.
So that's why I started doing that. You get rid of all your best weapons, and you have to, or else you're dead.
But don't you think sometimes
it brings something out
when we're discussing things like, what do the audience expect or what do they want? There's something in me that says I don't care. It's not up to them. It's not up to them. I'll do exactly what I want, and that then you come. And, if you didn't like it, I don't care.
Yeah,
don't come and see me again. Don't ever come and see me again.
I think as long as
because I just don't want to be judged. I really don't want to be judged.
Well, then you're in the wrong business
I never
completely.
wanted to
What
be
do you
the
mean, though?
Well,
Why?
you're going up there to be judged. No one is more judged in civilized society than a stand-up comedian. Every 12 seconds you're rated.
Yeah,
that's right.
But that's the feedback. That's what it gives you. They laugh or they don't. What I mean is, I'm not entering a competition. This is not. I'm not entering a popularity contest.
You are in a competition.
No, I think Ricky,
because
Ricky's got the right attitude as long as it works. In other
it
words,
seems to be
in
working.
other words, he doesn't care, and that's funny to people, and that's making them laugh, so it's okay.
Artistically, you're not entering a
Yeah.
competition. You're absolutely right, and you should write for yourself, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But when you play Radio City Music Hall or Madison Square Garden or whatever, you're competing with Led Zeppelin that was there the night before, or Prince, or whatever.
You're competing with something.
You're competing with...
To sell those tickets.
Whatever
I mean, you have to get to a level to sell a certain number of tickets.
Every room you're in, you're competing with the people that played that room, and you have to be at least as good as the other people that played that room.
What I mean is, I don't change anything that I wouldn't want to do or have ever done to find an audience. I do what I do, and somewhere in the world, there's enough people that want to come and fill that venue.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right. It's like Darwinist, really, because you have your thing that you do, and then people flock to it. And if they don't, and then you die.
Remember the first time you met another kid that was funny?
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
That was so exciting.
It's a big deal.
I was in third grade. and I met a kid that was funny. And
What was
man,
his name? Do you remember?
Jimmy Tenney.
Jimmy Tenney.
And we started making each other laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you remember kids that were like really funny, funnier than you?
Oh, way funnier.
And then you go off and you make this whole career out of it, and they're going, fuck, I could have done that.
Well, there's guys that beat Jordan in basketball.
But I assume
They're out there.
you were always
I beat
funny,
them.
weren't you? I mean, I was always
I
trying
thought
to be
everybody
funny.
was funny. I only, like you said, I only hung out with the funny kids.
Yeah, but my family were funny, all the friends, but that was the important thing.
Yeah,
When I grew up,
right.
once you'd paid your way, the point was to have a laugh. And that was usually, ribbing people,
I ran into one of my. There was a kid named Colin Ryan I went to junior high school with, and my first day of junior high school, it's a very scary step from elementary school. From being like eating a lunch with a milk in the class, and then you're taking a shower with a bunch of kids. Like first day of junior high school, and I'm in the shower and I'm terrified and I don't know anybody. And then this kid next to me he just points and shows me that he's peeing on the kid next to him, who has no idea, who's just showering, peeing all over him, and I just died laughing. And he made me laugh that way a million times, and then I went to my high school reunion, and he was just kind of depressed-looking guy now.
Right.
And I told him that story, and I could see that the glimmer was a little faded, but then he said, somewhere that kid is walking around, he still doesn't know I peed on him. I don't know what he does for a living, but it's not
pees on
comedy.
people still.
Still pees on
Louis C.K. said this was really funny. Is it funny? It's not funny now.
Reading about you, it's always an element of humor or comedy, even in your mother's funeral.
My mum and dad's funeral. We were mucking around. Even when my mum died first, and it was a long, horrible illness. It was lung cancer. It was lung cancer, and it was dreadful. I mean, the worst situation you can imagine. It was dreadful. So there was a certain amount of relief afterwards. She was out of pain and everything.
How long did she have it for?
Oh, a year. It was dreadful. I remember, it was dreadful. But when we were organising the funeral, the vicar said to my brother, "And tell me something about your mother. What was she?" And my brother, just mucking around, said, "She was a keen racist." And that, right? And the vicar went, "Oh, I can't put that." He went, "I'll put gardening then." And then he gave the vicar the wrong names of the kids, so when he read out, we all laughed. The wrong names. And at my dad's funeral, I went prepared. I got loads of nieces and nephews. And I went, and they all started sort of crying, and I handed out tissues. And then they all started laughing because I'd written things like "stop snivelling" and whinging. And the vicar was looking over us laughing during his funeral. We explained to him afterwards. But that's exactly what humour's for. Yeah.
Tell me about Derek. Derek is your new series.
Yeah.
Or your latest series.
Yeah.
He's a quite different guy. He's very different from David Brent.
Yeah.
The Office.
It's funny because I still deal with sort of like, flawed characters, and, I suppose sort of these are more outsiders. But the flaws of the characters I usually delved into with like people like David Brent or Andy Millman. It was their own fault. It was ego or ambition or jealousy. Whereas with these guys, it's superficial stuff. It's like bad hair, a shuffle, a funny voice, and that was because I wanted it to be superficial and something important could come along and trump it all, which was kindness or compassion or caring. And I put it against an old people's home because I always try and write about what I know. And about 6 of my family, my mum, my sister-in-law, her kids now, they worked in care homes. So I sort of had that backdrop. And again, they'd come in with stories that were some were really sad, and some are really funny, and some were really sweet. And I remember first watching Derek, they'd say, is it a comedy or a drama? And I went, well, what's your life? It's a bit of everything, isn't it?
You're doing a new movie, writing it yourself. I saw you like that.
Yeah, called Life on the Road, and it's David Brent trying to be a pop star.
I'm not trying to get to the Derek.
Sorry, I just ruined your flow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had this wonderful flow.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Freddie.
Are you in charge?
Well, I used to be.
Can you get
What
me
do
a
you
beer?
want?
Because they said they wouldn't
This is
allow
like a
beer.
band.
Do we have some beer?
He's in charge, see?
Freddie, you're
I
in
have
charge.
coffee.
Claim it back. I'm so sorry.
Never mind.
It's yours.
I have another show next
Do
week.
the intro.
You can cut this bit out.
We'll pretend. We'll pretend there's the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to watch a clip from Derek now.
They're laughing, they know, see? This is never going to cut together. It's going to cut straight from your interview to this clip.
Yeah, I know.
Your terrible trauma, and then you go, anyway, Derek. The number of shows I've done where I'm going on to do something about a comedy or a children's book, and the person before me is just one of the first shows I ever did. It was like a daytime show, and they said, coming up next, the hilarious Ricky Gervais and his funny menagerie, Flanimals. But first, why do teenagers self-harm? And then there's this, and I had to go out there. It was just dreadful. It always happens. It always happens to me. You did it on purpose, didn't you? They got kidnapped on purpose, just to ruin...
Take a look at this. This is a clip from Derek.
I goes, whoops, sorry. And people goes, oh, don't worry about it, Derek. Accident. But if I drops a baby or sits on it, whoops, sorry, isn't it? No. I actually think like that. When someone says, do you want to hold it? I just think, what if I drop it? You know, so, yeah.
How are you with you chose not to have kids?
Yeah, but I've got loads of nieces and nephews, and they're having kids now, and...
So how are you with them? Are you good
a
with
working
kids?
class family. I'm a great uncle.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's not like it's...
They're like mice.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I come home for Christmas and they're through the pockets and everything, coughing on you. I'm always ill after I visited my family. 13 kids. Oh, that's it. I lose weight after Christmas where I've got some sort of illness. No, I love kids. Other people's. I love other people's.
You don't want it.
You can play with them and go, right, that's enough. I'm off.
So one final question, because we've been talking about her getting married. Are you ever getting married? Because you've been with the same woman, like, for...
Yeah, 30 years. Well,
30
we are
years.
sort of married.
30 years.
Yeah.
What's it, 18, 30? OK,
Yeah.
so he's...
But we are sort of married. It's just, you know, I mean, I don't really see the point in a ceremony. You know, we share everything. Everything's in both our names. It's, you know, I don't want our families to meet. That wouldn't work. That'd be like Game of Thrones. Yeah, we got loads of toasters. We don't need to get married.
Ricky, it's great to have you here. We're going to have another guest on. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Here is Ricky Gervais.
Fun and educational. I am trying to educate myself more. I've reached that age where I need knowledge. I feel guilty about not knowing enough. You know, I had a good education, but I didn't make the most of it, I think. And I've even stopped watching trash TV. Now, when I'm at home, I watch hours and hours of Discovery Channel and History Channel. Hours, Discovery Channel, History Channel. Ask me anything about sharks and Nazis. Round of applause there for... They're not as bad as a lot of people make out. Sharks, I mean. Nazis, awful. Right? Sharks, brilliant. Amazing creature, okay? It can hone in on a floundering fish, right? See the vibrations that it picks up through electrical impulses, through sensors in its flank. It doesn't need its eyes, but contrary to popular belief, their eyes are very good, okay? But it can smell and taste the slightest human secretion of blood and sweat, 1 part in a billion from a mile away. A shark would have found Anne Frank like that. Nazis, rubbish. I've been to her house. It's tiny. Every day they went in. OK, let's move on. Sarge, can we look upstairs today? No, there's no one down here. Move on. Sarge, what's that tapping? She had time to write a book, for Christ's sake. Well, it ends a bit abruptly and no sequel. Lazy. No, but... Not a traditional subject for comedy, the old Holocaust. But I will say something about the Holocaust, and I'm sticking my neck out here, but in my opinion, I blame Adolf Hitler. He was the ringleader. Old Adolf. That name's died out, hasn't it? He killed that dead, didn't he? No one's calling their kid Adolf nowadays. No little Adolfs going to school. Loads of Brads and Angelinas, but no... Look, you don't hear the teacher doing the register. Brad here, Angelina here, Adolf here. I do that quick so no one can take a picture of me doing that. No, but people make excuses for him. People say, oh, he was stupid, he was easily led, he didn't mean that. What do you mean he didn't mean that? They say, oh no, he was influenced by the political philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, right? Because Nietzsche wrote this paper talking about a Superman. He said, not all men are born equal. And Hitler misinterpreted this and went way too far with it. And think of that. You're a great scholar, you've done this work, and you get a call from the Führer. And the Führer goes, all right, Nietzsche. He goes, yeah, good, what do you want? He goes, just read your book. What do you think? Love it. Love all that. Man and Superman, not everyone's equal, kill all the Jews. Sorry? Not everyone's equal, so kill all the Jews. I didn't write that. I read between the lines. I didn't mean that. That's terrible. You haven't been killing... You haven't been killing Jewish people, have you? What? Have you been killing Jewish people? Yeah. Yeah. A few. How many? 6 million. 6 million? That's what I won't do anymore. Leave it at 6. That's terrible. I won't do any more. Stay for dinner? Well, I will, but be careful in future. I will. Are you writing any other books? Well, I am, but I'm scared to tell you about it. I won't do anything. What's your new book called? My new book is called The Gypsies. Do we need them, Mum? Cheers. He's considered handsome. Think of that. It's amazing. Rainn Wilson. You probably know me as the creator of The Office. No, you don't, do you? You think Steve Carell did it all? Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he, Steve Carell? He's amazing as the bumbling office manager. Where does he get his ideas from? Let's pay. Idiotic thing to say. With 6 billion people on the planet, how are they all going to love one person?
A lot of them do. I mean, look at the American version of The Office.
Yeah,
every week.
It.
Was it 10 million viewers, I guess?
10 million people.
Watching him.
Tune in and see my name at the end of the credits.
They watch it for him, though, don't they?
Not really, no, because it wouldn't exist without me, and he wouldn't exist without it. Where is he? Oh, there in the front row. Just... Just in case you have to make a dash for it. Have you got it on you? I've heard you carry it around with you to get in restaurants and stuff. I made you what? Don't look at me. I'm gone off road. Everyone's getting nervous now. There's nothing on the auto cue. I can do anything. This is live. I made you what you are, and I get nothing back. Have you even been to see Ghost Town yet? No. I sat through Heaven Almighty. Give me my Emmy. Give me my Emmy. I'll come down there. Give me it. I'll tickle you. I don't care. I've got nothing to lose here. I'm a nobody here. Where is it? Yes, you have. Stop. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Give me it. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me it. Give me the... Thank you. Right. Good. That's settled.
Could you do what Ricky does?
Oh, not in a million years.
Why?
No. I think I would just get too skittish.
But you could play a Ricky Gervais character.
Perhaps, but to actually go in front of people and
offend them to their faces.
I don't think I necessarily... It doesn't mean that I'm a better person. It just means that I certainly don't have that kind of guts. It's funny, he always makes fun of me, always. And he's also, you know, in a personal way, been very, very sweet to me. Like, before one of these award shows, he pulled me aside and said, hey, I've got a few things that I wanted to go after you with. Is that okay? And I'm like, of course. So there is a side, there is a gentler side to him that people don't necessarily see.
So you're all heart, aren't you?
That's right. No, that's lovely. He's such a lovely man, though.
But he thinks you're sweet because, just to clarify, you go up to him before an award ceremony and say, I'm going to call you a prick in a minute, just to warn you.
But if I told him what I was going to say, you know, if I had access to them, I'd warn everyone. You know, as I say, I don't want to have a bad day. You know, it's not. I've got nothing against people.
Do you like Steve Carell?
It's great. He's fantastic. He's good because you know why? He's nearly handsome. He's got that. He's like Bob Hope. If you look at him, he's chiseled, he's great, but he's got something. He's got beady eyes. He's good. I like him. That was a compliment, by the way. He's very handsome. I mean, he's comedically handsome. He's not imposing. He's not bland. He's Why are we going on about how good-looking Steve Carell is? what am I? Chopped liver? And I think that's the important thing because I've often said that people get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily the same thing. You can make jokes about any subject. It depends what the joke is.
Yeah.
There's no rules. You can't joke about this. You can.
You should be able to.
You just can. Yeah. Okay? And there's nothing sacred. But people then they go, wow, yeah, but you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings.
Yeah.
You know.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like? I want people to stop saying that joke's offensive.
Yeah.
I want them to start saying I found it offensive. Because you've got to own the emotion. Because that's all it is. You're just telling me how you feel about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing intrinsically offensive about this joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
I'm going to, okay? That was a greatest night in the history of television.